Have you used up all of your auxiliary switches at this point? Or did you not even get them from the factory? Well, I've got a solution for you, so let's get started. Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Nick, aka Dad, and like I was saying, we have filled up all of our switches, but we've already installed a product that is actually taking care of that, but we've got another product that was sent to us by an innovative company looking for solutions for tech-savvy people that really love their vehicles and upgrading them. And this is what we've got. This is from Mictuning. This is a 12 gang or 12 switch upfitter switches. This is a control panel for all the lights and accessories you may want to add to your Bronco. Now, if your Bronco didn't come with upfitter switches, not a problem. The switch housing goes right inside your vehicle and then also has the fuse block and the main part of it that goes under your hood that controls all of your lights. Now, everything you need is basically in this box. So let's show you what's inside here. So here's everything that comes in your box from Mictuning. You've got your user's manual. Obviously you've got the stickers. We've also got your switch covers. So depending on what you're using your switch for, you've got that. And they have different modes, which we'll get to later. You've also got a USB to USB-C connector. Your wiring from the head unit to the module itself. Also got some more wiring. You have a cradle down here with a USB connector, an additive fuse. We've got some zip ties. This is basically the brains of the whole thing. This is what you'll take all your wires to for the Mictuning kit, which will then have that wire that comes up to the cradle for the switches to be able to control them. You have a nice looking heavy duty fuse kit here. They also include a screwdriver, which is awesome. Other thing you have is an antenna, which is right here. Now, we'll get to that later, but there's a really cool feature from this switch kit that they have that I think a lot of people will really kind of enjoy. And then you have your hardware, your bolts, Allen wrench, nuts, bracketry to hold both the main unit and for the switch panel itself. So this is everything you get at Mictuning. It's ready to go pretty much. We just need to install it. So let's get started. So one of the first things you really need to find is a power source, and they'll give you an additive fuse in the kit. But the Bronco uses a mini fuse in their engine bays and even inside as well. So we were looking at it, and with James's Bronco being more of the base, it's a big bend, but a little bit more base. There's really not many connections up here in the engine bay we can use. So we're going to do what we did on mine, and we're going to go to underneath the dash. There's a bunch of fuses under there we can use, and we actually found a 5 amp one, which is what we're going to use for this as well. Get that hooked up so we can get power run up to the module that we'll be putting up here for Mictuning that all your lights will run to. And then there's a really cool feature that Mictuning has with their switches. So stay tuned, we'll keep this going. So the mounting bracket from Mictuning is really nice. The problem is Bronco doesn't give you a lot of places to be able to mount this. They give you some great slots and some available options to move it around if you needed to, but again, there's really no good bolts inside the inner fenders or up against the firewall at all. So we're gonna do what we've done before, and we're gonna go right to the top of our fuse box here and just use some double-sided tape or Velcro for now, until maybe down the road James and I find a better spot to put it. But as of right now, it'll be a great spot for us. So we'll keep on with this installation of the Mictuning 12 switch controller. Now the really cool thing is that James's Bronco is actually a 2.3 manual transmission. So we're finding some differences between mine and his. The grommet he'll be coming through back here on the firewall is a lot larger than mine to be able to run the power that we're going to be bringing to the block itself. And I've already got everything kind of hooked up here, the power, the ground. The cool thing is also Mictuning with this inline fuse, they give you a couple options. This one's an 80 amp fuse, but they also give you a 100 amp fuse as well, and a spare 80. But currently, James has decided he's gonna stick with the 80 amp because probably not gonna add a lot of light. But the nice thing is, from Mictuning, is down the road, you wanna add more lights, maybe more than what an 80 amp inline fuse can handle. You can jump up to the 100 amp. But we're gonna continue on, get this thing wrapped up, get the lights going, and show you a really cool feature. Well, you can see James already got the line from inside the Bronco, and this thinner wire here is what's going to go to basically the distribution block to tell it to turn on, so it's not sitting there draining your battery. So that is an important step, this accessory line. And then you've got your ground, which on the Bronco, the nice thing is you've got plenty of ground. There's one up here, you can go to the battery if you wanted to, but there's plenty of other grounds. And then he's already got the power run to it. Cool thing is, on the Mictuning, basically this distribution block top, is that they've got the cutouts to make it through the sides, the front. The only place is just not on the back where it clips in. So plenty of places to be able to run the wires in without having to figure out, oh, I can only go from the front, I can only go from the back. Nope, you can go from 3 different sides. Well, night crept up on us, and yeah, just with the lights we've got going, we actually went with the ones from Harbor Freight in their series that have a high beam, low beam, and backlight. So what we're gonna do is, over here on this side, you can swap these fuses around. So we did a 30, a 20, and a 10 right there at the top. And so that does switch 1, 2, and 3 now. So James will be able to go to 1 and be on high beams, switch to 2 and be on low beams, or just go to the 3rd switch and be able to just have them backlit. So we'll get this all wired up here on the fuse block from Mictuning and show you what it looks like. Oh, and let's not forget that special feature. Well, as you can see, it got dark on us like I was talking about real quick. And here is the switch panel. James said, you know what, let's go with red. And look, I've got the switch panel outside the Bronco. What's that all about? Boom. That's right. High beams, off. Guess what? Low beams, boom. And then backlight, ta-da, all from the switch panel. It's wireless, guys. This is so cool, and it's 12 switches. So James has the ability to, you can see that little red light up here. He can change it from just being, you know, on off to momentary to pulse. I mean, he's got options, and then that light will change from either red to blue to green, depending on what mode you decide to have it on. And this goes up to 320 feet, guys. And like I said, it's wireless, and you can even change the colors of this thing if you want. So you got different kinds of green, but like I said,
let's give it blue.
Oh, we're gonna go blue. James said, oh, we're good. I'm cool with that. Let's go back through here.
Here.
Light blue?
Dark blue.
There's whoop, there's a dark blue. But yeah, how cool is that? 328 feet, and I can do this. Or I can turn them off. Or you go low beam. Or I can turn them off. Or hey, I just want to put my backlights on. All wirelessly. Look at this, it's floating. How cool is that, guys? I know we didn't get all the wiring done, but this was really a pretty easy install. I know you can't see me on the camera because it is dark out. Here I am. It's kind of like a Jedi moment feeling, but it was actually really easy to do. For us, it was just putting all the wires together, because you have 2 sides, so you've got 2 positives you need to get done, 2 negatives to each light, whether it's high beam, low beam, or the backlight. So that's all. It really took some time. You know, there are some things that we had talked about that might make this easier instead of just wrapping the wires, which I'll put links down below. But this is a really cool system, guys. This is rechargeable. It sits in that cradle I showed you at the beginning on the unboxing. It charges itself up through that. It just has a USB connector to it in that cradle. So, and if I remember right, I think the battery life on this thing is like almost like 12 hours. So really cool system. Check out Mictuning, guys, because if you're looking for something just totally different than what else is out there, wireless, come on, check it out. Well, we hope you enjoyed the install video on the Mictuning 12 switch controller. That was actually really fun. We didn't get every step in there. There were a couple tips I would give you if you do buy the Mictuning, and I did reach out to them. You do need a Micro 2 antifuse. The one they give you was a mini, but most of the ones on the Bronco, especially underneath the dash or even in the engine bay, those fuse boxes have the micros. So you're gonna need a micro 2 antifuse. That was one thing we just ran into. We just ran real quick to the local auto parts store, grabbed one and came back. And the nice thing is too, on the Mictuning, the accessory wiring, they give you the antifuse, but you just splice into the antifuse onto their accessory, where on some of the others we've done, you actually have to run the line from the antifuse all the way through. It's kind of nice that they give you a little piece to do that. The pairing of your switch box, super easy. Press and hold a button next to the red little light, which won't be on right away, but once you press and hold that for 3 seconds, it'll start to flash. You press the RGB button on your switch panel, and you're gonna hold that, and then once that light goes solid instead of flashing, you're good to go. But I thought it was really easy. It's a great way to not have a whole lot of wiring inside your cab, of whether it's your Bronco, your Jeep, your Dodge Ram, your F-150, whatever you might be needing a control panel for. That wireless signal is really nice to have. The antenna, we just mounted James's underneath his hood, and the base is magnetic, so it's great for that. They also give you some adhering, like, little sticker in case you need to, put it on some plastic. But mount it right on the inside of his fender, worked out really well. And then I brought Monk out after we started playing with it. What did you think about it, Monk?
I thought it was really cool because you were just standing there holding it, and the things would just turn on with a click of a button, and about 50 feet away maybe.
Yeah.
From it, and it worked great.
That is the one thing that, I wasn't doing as much of a distance as you can do with this. Now, the Mictuning has said you can go up to over 320 feet away from your vehicle and activate all the different lights. I think that's really cool. But just to me, you've got the RGB feature. You can change what colors you want to match the theme of your vehicle. They've got the stickers to put on each switch to let you know what it does. But again, no wiring really that much into the cab of your vehicle to the controller. You just have a wireless signal, and it lasts for up to like 12 hours. And it has a USB-C on the side, so if you're charging your phone anyway, which is probably a USB-C, you'll be able to charge this up too. So again, really cool. We'll put Mictuning down below so you can get to their website and check out not only their switch panels, but they have rock lights and different things like that as well. Different accessories for all different rigs. So we appreciate you watching. Again, though, if you're not a subscriber, smash that subscribe button, right, Monk?
Yeah.
Because we're constantly finding tips, tricks, and products that we put on our Bronco that you can put on yours. But as always, have a blessed day.
Bye.